Welcome back, everybody. It's time for new music and other happenings at Waterloo Records with our good friend Patrick Floyd. We always love seeing him. Patrick, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me in.
We're starting with someone young and fun, Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo. So a couple of things. Let's go to the corner of this album. We see parental advisory.
Okay.
So there's some verbs that if she asked me, I could have said, oh, you could have paraphrased or whatever. But, you know, some of the language I'm not going to...
She went for it.
She went for it. One of her writing partners, Amy Allen, they make these classic songs. And I was talking about this album with one of the experts in Austin on Olivia Rodrigo, which is my daughter. And that's the parental advisory. She was advising me all about Olivia Rodrigo.
Gotcha.
And she can sort out how she was on the album Sour versus how she was on the album Guts and what this album is about much better than I could. But I can tell you this is her first album in 2 years. I am also a fan. Maybe the songs aren't all directed at my sensibility, but that storytelling where it's indirect and direct, or you get a sense that sometimes the narrator is a fallible narrator, but the storytelling, to me that reminds me of Joe Ely, who just passed on last December. And like the storytellers and songwriters that I've loved, be it Phoebe Bridgers or Robbie Robertson with the band, there's some overlap with Olivia Rodrigo. There's a restlessness. She's ambitious. And I'm a fan, and this record is a really special collection of songs.
You seem pretty sad for a girl so in love.
Yes.
It's a long title.
It is a long title. Now, for the visual representation on this cover, this immediately spoke to me. There's a painting from the 18th century, a Rococo. Rodrigo had a Rococo inspiration, but it's just the swing, and it's just a young woman on a swing, and that's the visual inspiration of this. It's different, but there's again, that speaks to me for the classic sensibility of how these pop songs fit together.
Okay, lovely. This next one, Angine de Poitrine?
That's as good as I'm going to do. Angine de Poitrine, I've been trying. So you see, these are performers, they perform in masks, and there's an anonymity, they're preserving mystery.
Oh my goodness. Now that you show me who these people are, I have seen this before. Yes.
So Canadians from Quebec, I'm pretty sure, but they haven't been forward with their names, and I'm not trying to examine that, I'm trying to preserve that mystery, but the music they play, this velocity and precision, it's just a duo, but they play with loops, but velocity, precision, and without losing sight of it's all got to be musical and move you. It's sensational. This is the new one. This is volume 2. This one's 2 years old. They're still in the masks. They're still playing with whimsy.
I'm really appreciative that they just said volume 1, volume 2.
Well, they put a lot of effort into the visuals. So yeah, the naming conventions, we don't need those as much, but to me, to watch their videos is hypnotic, and then to just put it on. This is special music. It's been a sensation. You see, the guitarist plays the bass and the guitar, and then the pedals. It's all the hit thing is here, and then the music that they layer together is just, again, precise and hypnotic. And if you want to think to yourself, that must be very difficult, you can, but you can also just get lost in it.
Yeah, I would have used the word hypnotic, actually, for the one music video I've seen on YouTube.
Oh, God. They're special. It's
It's
a different thing, yeah.
All right, Shakey Graves, big news, coming out with something new.
Yeah, so closer to home. So Shakey Graves, Austin singer-songwriter, this one, Fondness, etc. What it did for me as a listener, I don't think I can get the umbrella for what everyone, but the parts that spoke to me, the parts where it seems like reflections where dreams or memories are just as unreliable and exhausting as your perceptions of the present moment. So there's a second guessing of what's revelatory, what's exhausting, what matters and what doesn't. And Shakey Graves, I've enjoyed their work before. This is another, you can just put it on and settle into it. I don't think to me it's not a singles record. Olivia Rodrigo definitely has a sensibility. Yeah, this one's a single. This is the one, the Cure one. Oh, that video is great. But with Shakey Graves, to me, this is a piece of work that is longer, and just there's a patience to it, but again, it's the kind of these fundamental ideas of how do we experience a moment and how do we experience a memory. They're both, I don't know, misleading and revelatory.
I love that. Okay, close to home, as you said, we've got in-store performances coming up. One by Cast Iron Shoes, which I love the name of this band.
Great name. I'm excited. This is Texas Americana, which you could say about Shakey Graves as well.
Of course.
But this is more fiddle and strings and sizzle. We're expecting a great show. This is next Friday, the 10th at 5:30. We've got Cast Iron Shoes for an in-store. And again, putting a fiddle on stage and just getting loose and just having that confidence, like we're gonna go somewhere with this one. So I'm looking forward to Cast Iron Shoes next Friday.
It sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, and Summer Cover Up is the theme for Mid-Wednesday Team Trivia, and by that you mean we're doing covers.
Yes, so cover songs and the songs that get covered is kind of our overarching theme for our next Mid-Wednesday Trivia. It's just next Wednesday, 1 week away.
I'll tell everybody right now, Tennessee Whiskey is a cover. That might come up.
We might as well write that question. We're gonna go ahead and put that one in.
Because with Chris Stapleton, that was such a huge breakout, and then when people found out it was a cover, it was like, oh my goodness.
Which some of the best covers are like that, when you get reminded that Patsy Cline, who made Crazy her own, that is her song 100%. Willie wrote it, but once Patsy Cline gets a hold of it, it's hers forever. And that's some of those cover versions are gonna be the things we celebrate. I do wanna call attention, this is, for our eventual winners of trivia, you get to stand on stage with our Edifier leaderboard. And Edifier, they are our friends. We sell their speakers all year long. They are generously providing speakers as prizes, so you get to win an Edifier speaker if you're the eventual winner of trivia, and pose on stage with this one-of-a-kind collage, which is a unique honor available to Austinites next Wednesday.
Slugs and little snail shells. It's very
Yes.
you, Patrick, in that I know you love a collage, my friend.
I do love a collage. I love bringing people together, and again, it's all ages, all free, mostly multiple choice. You can make guesses, and we're getting sillier and more subjective each month. One of the events we're going to debut is called Vin It to Win It.
Vin it to win it?
So Venn diagrams, the way they intersect.
I
so
see it.
there's a visual thing we can
We'll
do
have
with
to
that.
leave it here. But I appreciate it. It's going to be a lot of fun,
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you. Just a reminder, Waterloo Records has moved, guys, only a few blocks north, though. Visit them online as well, waterloorecords.com.